What's up, guys, and welcome in. Right here in front of me today, I thought we'd take a look at the Mercurial Vapor series. This is the recent history of the boot from the 6th edition, which we have right here, up to the current 10th edition. So we got 5 boots we're going to take a look at. I decided not to go the entire way back in the Vapor series as it would take forever, and I feel like the likes of the Vapor 2 and 3 deserve their own episode since they are such iconic boots. So we're going to pick it up here with the 6th version and then talk our way through. Obviously, the first thing you'll notice about these releases right here, the Vapor 5 was released initially in a black colorway. Cristiano wore them when he was unveiled as a Real Madrid player. And then it picks up here in the Vapor 6 with this violet colorway, runs into a red plum. We got the bright mango, into the fireberry, and then we finish up with the current version, which is a hyper punch. And you can see how it follows a trend of keeping the same style in design, especially when you talk about the swoosh. You've got a similar swoosh in each boot. This is actually a right boot right here rather than the other boots being on the left, so it technically should have the swoosh going the other side of the boot to follow the pattern. And then the latest version obviously has that really nice gold detailing in that Volt swoosh, which is definitely the nicest of the collection so far. But let's pick it up right here with the 6th release. This was the 8-ounce Vapor 6. It featured a lace cover, which was a little bit controversial as you couldn't get deep down to the laces, and it was removed in the next series, as we'll see. Nice microfiber upper, wasn't too flexible. It was pretty thick compared to what we see on the current model of the Mercurial Vapor series. Had a nice sole plate, nice and flexible. As you can probably tell, each of these boots have been worn through testing, so they're not brand new models. So it gives you a good indication of how they look after wear, or how they have looked. You got that 2-blade heel design on the Vapor 6. And then we switch it in. This, by the way, was released in about March of 2010. Is when we saw this release, so that's when we're talking about. We're moving from March of 2010 on to current day. Then we have the Vapor 7 in the red plum colorway. This is weighed in at 8 ounces. Again, very similar to the previous version. The only difference on this one was the removal of the lace cover and the use of this Volt hit on the heel. You know, this is where we start to see Nike go into visuals and patterns and trying to get cues for players as they played. And this is the first boot that we actually seen that transition on, when we started to hear them talking about visual cues. So everything between the 6 and the 7 was very similar. We move into the 8, which is one of my favorite in the series, primarily because of this upper. It's got this very thin, very lightweight upper. It was excellent on the ball. It has a slightly suede feel to it. Definitely has some extra stretch. I enjoyed wearing these. The big detail, or the big thing about these boots was the 2-blade heel design. And let me grab the 7 real quick so you can see them side by side. How the 7 had that 4-blade, and then we transitioned into a 2-blade, which was pretty cool. Offered something completely different to the market. This one weighed in at 6.5 ounces, so this is where we see explosive speed. We're going from 8 ounces to 6.5. And then we transition into the Vapor 9, 6.6 ounces, so it's pretty similar. It's got this dimple patterned upper. So we started to see a little bit more texture on the forefoot, kind of ran around the side of the boot. Again, we have that 2-blade heel design, slightly modified sole plate to add some extra strength. Nice flexible boot, definitely flexible. And the upper itself was really nice on the ball. Into the current release, which is the Vapor 10. It's got that light textured upper that I really enjoyed. I definitely think that Nike have done an exceptional job of improving the boots as they have transitioned. It's got this unique tongueless design. Just to know, it is accommodating. It's got 2 slits on the side that allow you to slip your feet in pretty easily. So it's not a concern that they don't fit right, because you slip your foot in and you use the laces to tighten them up. And we saw Nike transition back to a 4-blade heel design on this version. So if we take a look at the 9 to 10, see that 2-blade? That lasted 2 series before it was reversed back to the 4-blade heel design. Sole plate has also been meshed up as well and dramatically changed and altered. So there you have it, guys. This is how the boot has transitioned over time. This version, actually, the 10, weighs in at 6.4 ounces. I don't think I noted that. but truly an exceptional boot. One thing to note real quick is we've obviously seen Cristiano Ronaldo get his own versions of boots, from Superflies to Vapors. If we take a look at one of them, I have 3 here just to take a look at, just to show you. This is when we started to see his own personal taste come into play with that dual tone design. And this was part of the Vapor 7 series. Everything else was pretty similar about the boots other than Cristiano's own look. And then if we look at the Vapor 9, when we talk about this dimple upper, this wasn't Cristiano Ronaldo's favorite. So he instead chose to go for a thin leather-like upper, which I really liked. And I kind of followed the line of the Vapor 8. It's got that lightweight feel to it. Nice touch on the ball. Again, you can see 2 different designs. Obviously he likes his wild, colorful designs, easy to spot on pitch. So there you have it, guys. This is the recent history of the Nike Mercurial series, from the 5 to the 10. Definitely appreciate if you guys subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Always appreciate thumbs up. And before you leave, please leave me a comment down below and let me know which of these boots, these 5 specific boots, nothing before, you like best and why. Let's get a little conversation going. I'm interested to see which version you guys like best, outside of the Vapor 2 and 3, which were extremely popular. So leave your comments down below. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Until next time.